Shows Philip Seymour Hoffman as Tom Murphy, smoking a cigar in his office. George Carlin walks in and says, "Hey, Tom." Hoffman, "Hey, Georgie, they all float, buddy, okay? But you're not going to believe this, okay? But Conan O'Brien is sending me secret messages through his podcast." Carlin, "That or you're a schizophrenic narcissist?" Hoffman, "Well, perhaps both, okay? But first of all, okay, Conan had as a guest today Nick Offerman." Carlin, "Yeah?" Hoffman, "Well, I loved Parks and Rec, okay? So having on Nick Offerman was a secret message to me." Carlin, "Are you feeling okay?" Hoffman, "Well, not only that, Georgie, okay, but Nick Offerman is also from Illinois, like me, so that was another secret message to me." Carlin, "According to my phone here, over 130,000 people were born in Illinois in 2020 alone." Hoffman, "Jesus, where's Normie when you need him?" Okay, anyway, before Offerman came on, Conan talked with his two underlings, Sona and Gorley. Carlin, a.k.a. Sorley. Hoffman, "Right, okay. And the three of them mentioned Eddie Murphy." Carlin, "So?" Hoffman, "So? That's my cousin Eddie." Carlin, "You mean from the vacation movies?" Hoffman, No, not Randy Quaid. Okay, Eddie Murphy is my cousin." Carlin, "Are you sure about that?" Hoffman, "Of course I'm sure, okay? I know we don't look alike, but, plus, whatever, whenever I try to ask him for advice, he just calls me an Uncle Tom." Charlie Murphy pops his head into the office and says, "You just mad because you've never seen Beverly Hills Cop?" Hoffman, "Oh, come on, it came out the year before I was born, holy shit, okay, anyway, mentioning my cousin Eddie Murphy was a secret message to me." Carlin, I don't know. He's a pretty famous comedian." Hoffman, "Well, if that wasn't enough, okay, Conan had the audacity to bring up both SNL and The Simpsons." Carlin, "And?" Hoffman, "And? Okay, Prime Simpsons is my favorite show of all time, okay? Right up there with SNL, which we are currently spoofing, okay? Therefore, Conan referencing both The Simpsons and SNL was a secret message to me." Carlin, "You know that Conan wrote for both of those shows, don't you?" Hoffman, details, okay. Anyway, Conan then referenced Citizen Kane and Orson Welles." Carlin, "One of the most famous movies and actors of all time." Hoffman, "Yes, but we had Orson Welles as a guest of Saturday Night Live on SNotL 19, okay? Or as a host or whatever. So referencing Orson Welles was a secret message to me." Carlin, "Sorry, Tom, I'm less than convinced." Hoffman presses an intercom button and says, "Hey, Sugar Tits, get Norm Macdonald to my office immediately." Anyway, Conan then mentioned what he did not want to happen to him before he passed away. Okay, obviously, people passing away is the straw that stirs the drink over here, so that was a secret message to me. Carlin, "So you think Conan not wanting to be buried in a particular cemetery is a secret message to you?" I don't think so. Norm Macdonald walks in and says, "Hey, Tom." "Hey, George." Hoffman, "Take a seat, Normie, okay? You're not going to believe this, but Conan O'Brien has been sending me secret messages from his podcast today." Macdonald sits and says, "Oh, boy, that cad. Always with his secret messages." Carlin, "You two are nuts." Hoffman, "Nuts. Okay, Conan mentioned Forest Lawn Cemetery." Macdonald, "Oh, my God." Hoffman, "Yes, exactly, okay. And since we here are out of Forest Park, Illinois, which has like 8 cemeteries and has more dead residents than alive ones, that was a secret message to me." Macdonald, "Damn that wench, Conan." Hoffman, he then mentioned Rob Lowe. Crystal Farley pops her head into the office and says, "When we were filming a movie, David Spade ditched me to hang out with Rob Lowe, so I pushed him down some stairs." Hoffman, "And since Farley is on our cast, that was a secret message to me." Macdonald, "It must be." Carlin, Jesus Christ with you two. Hoffman, "That's not all, okay? Okay, because once Off With Her Man came out, Offerman, Hoffman, okay, off with her man, get it, okay? He mentioned Alec Baldwin. McDonald, the former president? Hoffman, exactly, okay, who happened to host Saturday Night Live SNotL 2, so that was a secret message to me. Carlin, guys, Alec was never president. Hoffman, okay, you gotta get out of Plato's cave, Georgie, okay? You must be like everyone else who gets President Baldwin mixed up with that 30 Rock actor Millet Fillmore, okay? Anyway, they then brought up James Lipton. Carlin, so what? Hoffman, in Saturday Night Live SNotL 17, where Louis Anderson hosted after he died, okay, Mr. Lipton came on and helped us out with a sketch. McDonald, therefore, Conan O'Brien and Nick Offerman mentioning James Lipton was a secret message to you. Hoffman, exactly. Carlin, ay. Hoffman, okay, and then off with her man then said that the true test of a man is what he does when no one's watching. McDonald, which is impossible since us spirits spy on people all the time. Hoffman, exactly, okay, so mentioning that was a secret message to me. Okay, don't you agree, Georgie? I mean, too many references to just be mere coincidence. Carlin, well, I will say this. Live from Tom's phone, we're not alive.
It's Saturday Night Live, starring an ever-evolving cast that is unionized and refuses to allow their names to be mentioned until their demands are met. Musical guest, David Bowie, and your host, James Lipton. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lipton.
Applause, applause, applause. Lipton.
Thank you. I am honored to host this program. I follow the best of the stage and screen. Sir Laurence Olivier, Marlon Brando, and Paul Newman, among others.
Phil Hartman comes out and says, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're here." Lipton,
neither can I, Mr. Hartman. One of the most exemplary Saturday Night Live cast members in its long and storied history. You were the master of impressions, and your voice work impeccable, as seen and heard countless times on The Simpsons.
Hartman, well, thanks. I loved you on SNL too. Lipton,
I beg your pardon.
Hartman, well, I watched it from up here. Between the Spartans, I drive a Dodge Stratus, more cowbell, you were amazing. Lipton,
wait just a minute now. I get it. You think that I'm Will
Hartman, and oh my God, when you did Harry Carey, I couldn't stop laughing. You were wonderful. But how did you die? Lipton,
Mr. Hartman, fortunately for those on the physical plane, I am not Will Ferrell.
Hartman smiles and says,
"Oh, right.
I never knew you got so into character. You do a great Lipton, of course, okay? And I loved all your movies as well. Old school, Anchorman, Kicking, Screaming. You've had an incredible career. I can't believe I didn't hear you died. And who put this bald cap on you?" Hartman pulls at Lipton's head and can't pull anything off. Hartman, holy shit. Lipton,
that's right, Phil. It is I, James Lipton.
Hartman, oh, well, sorry about grabbing your head. Lipton,
no problem at all. Will did a marvelous James Lipton impression. Anyway, we have a great show tonight. Making his second appearance on the show, but his first as a solo performer, the iconic Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, David Bowie, is here. So despite the changes, let's be some rebels. And under this moon age daydream, let's dance. We'll be right back.